Lee Whannell's The Invisible Man appeared in theaters, earning positive reviews from critics and audiences alike. The movie's open ending leaves plenty of room for a sequel, but will it happen? The modern update of H.G. Wells' classic story sees a scientist fake his own death to use his newfound invisibility technology to stalk his ex-girlfriend. Unlike other attempts to resurrect the classic monsters, The Invisible Man injected just the right amount of modernity into the story, which turned the once cheesy premise into something horrifying. Unlike other attempts to bring Universal's dark universe to life, The Invisible Man took full advantage of Blumhouse involvement and delivered simple chills that were also effective. As plans for more movies based on the Universal classic monsters continue to get announced, it's clear that Whannell's stab at The Invisible Man will stand as an example of how to bring the legendary stories into the 21st century. With all that said, The Invisible Man 2 is a possibility but hasn't been officially announced yet. The Invisible Man 2 latest news. Elizabeth Moss offers a hopeful update. Not long after original star Aldous Hodge offered a negative update, the latest news sees Elizabeth Moss offer hopeful news on The Invisible Man 2. The Handmaid's Tale star earned high praise for her turn as Cecilia in the first movie, and now she confirms that things are trending in the right direction for the sequel. With a slew of other classic monster movies getting remakes in the coming years, The Invisible Man 2 seems like a welcome addition. According to Moss, "We are closer than we have ever been, and I feel very good about it." The Invisible Man 2 is not confirmed. A sequel is not in development yet. She splashes paint on her husband in the invisibility suit in The Invisible Man. Though it was a smashing success both critically and commercially, Universal has not made any plans to make The Invisible Man 2 yet, and the movie is not in development. Though it could be made in the future if the dark universe continues to flourish, the lack of updates in nearly half a decade is not a good sign that The Invisible Man 2 is a high priority. However, Elizabeth Moss' recent comments suggest something is brewing behind the scenes. The Invisible Man 2 cast. Can any original characters return in the sequel? Aldous Hodge as James looking upset at the Invisible Man exclusive header custom image by SR Image Editor. The cast of The Invisible Man 2 would depend largely on what direction the story takes, but if it is designed as a direct continuation, several ensemble members could return. Elizabeth Moss could return as Cecilia, and her escape with the invisibility suit opens up interest possibilities. Likewise, her longtime friend James, Aldous Hodge, could also return, and Hodge has expressed interest in doing a sequel if he was asked. The Invisible Man 2 story. Who will turn invisible next? At the end of The Invisible Man, Cecilia puts on Adrian's invisibility suit to make it look like he committed suicide when, in actuality, she murdered him. James stops her while she's leaving with the suit, and the two share an understanding of what truly happened, but she ultimately gets away with Adrian's murder. This opens up lots of possibilities for a sequel, and a story that could follow Cecilia now that she's living her own life, free from Adrian, and has his cutting-edge technology in her possession. While Whannell could create a new story that focuses more on technology instead of on Cecilia, it seems the most likely opportunity would be to follow her. As she has a great deal of power, it's always possible that power could corrupt or the suit could fall into the wrong hands. Like past adaptations of the story, The Invisible Man 2 could see Cecilia corrupted into becoming the very villain she previously fought against.